Hi there. So this afternoon I'm going to do a short practice. This is based around the shoulders. So Sam, you asked for this. I'll try and keep it short, around the 20-minute mark. And we're going to start right here. We're going to start in Sukhasana. So you can use a block to support your posture if it helps. Drop your hands onto your thighs, close your eyes and just take a moment or two to turn inward. Notice that first conscious breath of your practice. And as you exhale, let go of your day. You find your breath. And when you're ready, you take a turn to the right, so coming into a spinal twist. Bringing the right hand behind your sacrum, your spine vertical. If you feel that you have the space, you can bring that right arm all the way around and bind it to your left thigh. Roll the right shoulder back, widen the collarbone. You need to release your neck, you look to the left, maybe even dip the chin a little bit, and you'll feel that sort of teasing out around that right shoulder, right side of your neck. Turn that back and look over the right shoulder again. Releasing from your twist, come into an eagle bind with your right arm on top of your left arm. And just let the elbows float up so you feel the stretch around the back of the shoulders and across your upper back. As you breathe, as you inhale, you feel the expansion across your upper back, between your shoulder blades, behind your heart. When you're ready, you release from here. Bring the arms around behind you and bring your right hand to your left elbow, your left hand to your right elbow if you can. Widen the collarbones, lift and open the chest, and take a breath here. And then when you're ready, release from here and take the twist the other way. So you're going towards the left with your twist. You lengthen your spine, lift and open your heart. And again, you can leave the left hand on the mat behind your sacrum, or you can bring your left hand around and to your right thigh. We'll maybe turn the head. Just feel left side of the neck, around that left shoulder. And then again, looking back over and to the left. Releasing into your eagle bind, so your left over your right. Long breath. You feel your shoulder blades moving away from the midline as you inhale. Releasing the arms coming around behind you, and again just bringing left hand to right upper arm or elbow, right hand to left. Take a breath. Good. Release the arms. Just notice already how your shoulders feel. Take the block away and bring yourself over and onto your hands and knees. So we come into a tabletop pose. And we take a big shoulder clock with the right arm. So you take the arm forward and up on your inhale, back and down on your exhale. And then again, forward and up. And then down. Good. So do just one more space around the shoulder with each cycle. And again to the other side. And again. And again. And then one more. Good. You bring both hands down to the mat, you spread out your fingers, tuck your toes, and bring yourself up and into downward facing dog. So you may like to soften your knees here in order that you can lift your sit bones a little higher, open your shoulders maybe a little bit more, draw your belly back towards your spine, let your head hang. If you need to just tread the feet to find yourself here in your first downward facing dog, you can. Long inhale and long exhale. Walk the feet forward towards the hands. Bring yourself into Uttanasana. Just lift the heart, bring the breastbone forward. And then exhale and into your fold. And here just let the shoulders drop, maybe give them a shrug. Let the neck release. Take a long inhale. And a long exhale. Feel that you breathe into your back ribs. Maybe you feel space between your shoulder blades again as you inhale. Releasing some of the tension as you exhale. Good, soften the knees, press the feet, bring yourself up to standing. Into Tadasana, so front edge of the mat. You check your breathing here, so equalize your breath. And then when you're ready, you take an inhale and you come up. So long inhale, open the shoulders all the way up. You could even extend the spine ever so slightly on this inhale, and then exhale and pull forward and into Uttanasana. Inhale, lift your heart, breastbone forward. And exhale, plant your hands, move back into downward facing dog. Good. Now you may find that you need to shorten your dog a little bit for this next posture. So if you need to, you can bring your feet in a bit closer towards your hands. You're taking your right hand across diagonally and to your left ankle. So your fingers are coming around the outer left ankle, wrapping around behind your ankle. And you're opening around the back of this right shoulder. So create a little bit of opposition, pull a little bit on that left ankle with your right hand, bend your right elbow a little bit if you can, and feel the opening around the back of the right shoulder. Strong into your left shoulder. Nice long breath. Releasing the right hand back to downward facing dog, and then slowly allowing the right leg to rise. So Coming into split dog, right leg rising, coming slowly up. And you can open this split dog up a little bit if you like. So you turn the pelvis to face the right, maybe look underneath that right arm. So there's a bit of opening through the belly and the chest. And then we square things up and we transition through. Now your right foot is just coming maybe 3/4 of the way forward for this next posture. So not all the way forward to your hands. And then we spin. We turn the right toes out, the left toes in the same direction. So you come onto the outer edge of your left foot. You need to press away through that left foot here, as if you're pressing it into a wall. You really find your foundation, and then you open up through the right arm. You open your chest. You come into Vasisasana. Long breath. For one more. Good, you come slowly through. Now try and transition as smoothly as you can here, straight into a plank. Nice and strong. Press the heels back. Front supports your back. Make sure you're not collapsing into your shoulders or your lower back. And when you're ready, you can lower down all the way to the floor. We're bringing ourselves into a Sphinx pose. So you're coming up onto your forearms. You're drawing the forearms in towards you against the friction of your mat. So energetically, elbows are drawing in towards you. That should help you to lengthen your heart forward. Widen your collarbones. Long inhale. And long exhale. Good, take one more. Releasing slowly down and coming back into your downward facing dog. So you turn the toes under, come to your hands and knees, and back into downward facing. So again, you might need to shorten your dog. You're taking your left hand diagonally across and towards your right outer ankle. You feel opening through your right shoulder here, and then through the back of your left shoulder also. A little bit of opposition. You feel the way that opens around the left shoulder blade. So one more breath. Releasing back into your dog. And here the left leg slowly rises into your split. So nice mindful transition, and you can open this up again if you like. So you're turning your pelvis this time to face the left, lift through that left leg and look underneath that left arm. Good, you square back to the center and you bring the left leg through. Remember, it's not coming all of the way through, so just part way through. And then we're spinning again, and we're turning the toes to the left, coming onto the outer edge of the right foot here. Pressing that right foot away as if you're pressing it into a wall. Really stand down into your right hand and then open through the chest, all the way through the left shoulder into your plank variation. Last breath. Bringing the hand down. Now transition slowly. The transition this time is a little bit different. You're turning towards the long edge of your mat, coming into Prasrita Padottanasana. So nice wide stance, adjust your feet if you need to. You lift the heart and lengthen, and then drop down and into your fold. Now, lift the chest, lengthen here, bring the breastbone forward. And then take your right hand behind your left arm and towards your left ankle. Clasp the outer ankle again and drop back down into your fold. So it's as if you're dropping that right elbow towards the floor. Release the head down and then walk the left hand over towards the right side and turn. So it's like a twisting posture. You're looking underneath the left arm. So opening back of the right shoulder and front of the left shoulder. Walk that left hand a little bit further over if you have the space. Bringing yourself slowly out here, lift the heart, lengthen, breastbone moves forward. And then same thing to the other side. So you're taking your left hand thrown towards your right ankle. You're turning into your twist and then walking the right hand over towards that left edge. Look underneath your right arm. And that lovely opening through both shoulders, across the back of your left shoulder, through the front of your right shoulder. One more breath. Good. We come through and back to the center, lift the heart and lengthen. And come back down and into a fold again. So you're just dropping down. You can relax your shoulders here. Taking a breath. We inhale, we come halfway up. Exhale now, soften the knees and bring the hands to the hips. And then inhale, press down into the feet and bring yourself slowly up to standing. You give yourself a moment here, make sure there's no dizziness before we go into the next variation. We take the arms out to the sides, just open your shoulders, inhale here. And then exhale, bring the arms around behind you, interlace. Inhale, lift your heart, widen your collarbones. And exhale, folding forward and coming into, this is Prasrita Padottanasana C. So releasing. Crown of head moves towards the floor. And we release the shoulders here. So make sure that you're not forcing your shoulders. Take one more breath. Good. Now, releasing the hands towards your sacrum. So you take any stress out of your shoulders. Bend your knees, lift your heart here. Inhale. And exhale. Just release the hands back to your mat. Check in with your shoulders. And then walk your hands back around to the front edge of your yoga mat and step back into downward facing dog. Good. When you're ready, walk your feet forward towards your hands. Lift your heart and lengthen. So again, bring the breastbone forward. And exhale, come into your fold. Now, I'm going to give you a couple of variations here. The first is to bring your hands to your elbows just in front of your shins. And try and let the upper arm bones drop out of your shoulders. The second variation is to bring your hands around behind your calves, maybe catch to your wrists or further to your forearms or your elbows. And if you slide the arms down and over the backs of your legs, you feel more opening across your upper back and behind your shoulders. The last variation is to bring the hands in front of the shins here, so the wrists cross over, the fingertips come in front of your shins and wrap around towards your calves, and you press the outer legs into the arms and you resist against that, and as you drop your head down you feel the opening across your upper back and between your shoulder blades again. Take a nice long breath. One more. Good. Releasing from here and coming just very, very slowly back up to standing. And take a moment to relax your shoulders. Maybe take a shrug into your shoulders. Bring the arms into the eagle bind again. So take your right arm across on top of your left arm and bind your arms together. You feel the opening across the backs of the shoulders and the upper back. Now you can keep it here or you can bend your knees. It's like a Utkatasana variation. If you want to take it a little bit further, you can come over your right leg with your left leg, so it's left over right, and maybe you can find eagle bind here. This is Garudasana, eagle pose. Good, now before you release your legs, release your arms and just bring your hands in front of your heart. And then you can unwind your legs and step your left leg back. Now, it's not a really long stride, it's for Parsvottanasana. So your feet are more or less on a tightrope, the back toes slightly turned out, squaring your right hip back. And we're going to take two versions of this. So first version, you're keeping your hands in front of your heart. Your legs stay straight, but be mindful that you're not overextending your front knee. Keep the weight spreading through both feet and just reach the heart forward. Try not to round your back here. And just bring your spine more or less parallel to the floor. Good, now bend the front knee a little bit, press into your feet and come up. And your second version brings the arms around behind you. Now you can bring your hands to your wrists, your forearms or your elbows. Or further, you can bring your hands into a reverse prayer with the fingertips pointing up the back and in between your shoulder blades. Now lift your heart, press your hands together, open your chest and your shoulders, and then slowly come forward. And again, we might want to come just part way, maybe further. Try and relax the neck. One more breath. And again, bend the knee, press into the feet, come up. And then step back into your front edge. Tadasana again. You can release the arms from here. Come back into your eagle bind. So this time it's left over right. You can stay here, here, or you can bring your right leg over your left. If you can find the balance, you go ahead. If the elbow is a little bit higher, take the seat a little bit lower. Before you release the legs, you release the arms, bring the hands in front of your heart. And then step back with your right leg. And again, just check the foot pattern here, the alignment. Keep the hands in front of the heart, lift the heart, and then forward fold. So just part way, keep the breastbone moving forward and the left hip moving back. Bend the front knee, press into the feet to come up. Hands come around behind you. You know your variations to the wrists, to the forearms, the elbows, or reverse namaste prayer. Fingertips point up the back. You lift the heart, inhale. And exhale. Fall forward. Keep your left hip moving back. Your heart moving forward. Part way is fine. Try not to round the back. If you're going further, you're bringing your head all the way down. You look back behind you. Nice steady breath. Get yourself on the front knee. Press into the feet again, come up. Back foot steps forward. Good. Release your arms to your sides. Maybe give the shoulders a shrug, the wrists a shake. See how it feels. Good. Inhale, take the arms up. And exhale, fall forward. Lift the heart, inhale. Slowly, down dog, exhale. Again, just feel into your shoulders here, maybe bend the knees, let the chest and the shoulders open. When you're ready, lower your knees slowly down. Untuck your toes. Sit back into child's pose and let the fingertips trail all the way back. So the hands rest alongside the feet, the forehead on the floor. And breathe some space into your shoulders. Good. When you're ready, bring yourself slowly up. And come over and onto your back. Come into a semi-supine. And just begin by draping your arms very, very loosely all the way across your chest. So right fingertips trail on your left side and left fingertips on your right side. And as you breathe, you should feel a really lovely oscillation around the shoulders. You feel the rise and fall of the breath and the chest, reflected in the movement through your arms. Take a moment or two here, just allowing your shoulders to relax. And then very, very slowly, you can let your arms relax as if you're just unfurling your arms slowly out to the side with both arms. So take some time here, letting the tension release away from your shoulders. If you have lots of time, stay for longer, or maybe follow this up with a relaxation practice for your shoulders. Just let go of the efforts of your practice. I'll say goodbye here. I'll leave you to your rest. Remember to take as long as you need. Namaste.